doing a video on a guy named JDfromNY206. He's just this random guy on YouTube. He's only got about 70,000 subs at the time of this video, and I'm glad he doesn't have that many because he's not the best person around, which you'll find out later. And he's just this random guy on YouTube that I found out about that I need to do a video on, because there's a lot of things I want to say about this guy, and I got my list here, of course, to make sure I get my facts right. I've done my research on this stuff, believe me. With the little time I do have away from all my jobs to do my research. And he's just this random guy on YouTube that does videos on wrestling. That's actually one of my first reasons on my list here. He's absolutely obsessed with wrestling and WWE and all that junk. I used to watch that a little bit, but not much anymore. I just kind of got out of that because it became boring after a while, and I just didn't really care about it anymore, so I stopped watching it. I don't watch it anymore. But apparently that hasn't gotten to him, and he's been watching that for who knows how long. I looked at his first video, I think it was 4 years ago. Been obsessed with wrestling for 4 years, apparently. And he has not given up on that. You go on his channel, that's all you see. That is absolutely it. Just wrestling. Everything. No variety. No nothing. He's obsessed with it for some reason. I have no idea why. But he is. He's never said that or anything, why he can't stop doing videos on WWE and all that junk. But apparently that's just the backbone of his channel. He couldn't base it off of anything better than that, apparently. And the second thing, he's in this one series called Off the Script. It's just basically him sitting there in front of the camera talking about stupid wrestling junk. That's about the best I can sum it up. It's just him sitting there screaming and swearing at a screen. Just some random guy with a beard and close eyeballs swearing at a screen. That's it. Sits there and talks about random wrestling junk and swears. That's it. And apparently people watch that for some reason. That he actually gets a decent amount of views on his channel. And I have his channel right here on my phone too, so I get all this right. I want to make sure I get my stuff right. So if people get pissed off at me about this, I approve. And those get, they get a decent amount of views, it looks like. It's, all the stuff on his channel isn't super popular, but you know, I guess that could be one of his more popular series. And that's one of my biggest complaints, is that series. It's just, and he will not stop swearing too. It seems like every other word that comes out of his mouth is swearing. Unlike me, I keep my swearing to a minimal because all the babies that watch my videos, so they can watch them. I've said this before too, so they can watch them without having to worry about hearing cuss words and everything. But you can't watch his videos you can't watch them for 10 seconds without hearing a cuss word. So that's one of the big problems I got with that. If he wants to sit there and swear at the screen, then what the hell kind of entertainment is that? Really. And the last thing I'd like to say, these are just the big ones again. I really don't care about his channel much. I could do probably a more in-depth video on this than what I'm doing right now. But these are just the main ones. There's probably more in this. I might do another video in the future if I really get around to it. Even though I don't have much time. But the intro for that Off the Script series, and by the way, it's almost 200 episodes now, I think, which is getting a little bit ridiculous, but he can't stop with wrestling. Like I said earlier, he's obsessed with it. So I'll probably keep going with that till the end of time. I don't know. I don't know. This guy's never said anything, as far as I know, about that. Or how long he's going to go with the series. With what little I've watched it, he hasn't said anything about that. The intro for that absolutely sucks. It's just him. It's just his name being sung, and then him saying, some random people from wrestling get the swear word off of my TV, and I'm not going to say the swear words again because of the reason earlier. And then he'll repeat his long name, and then time for Off the Script, JD from New York, time for Off the Script, and he'll repeat that first once, he'll say that stupid thing about someone getting off his TV. And after that, he'll repeat it 2 more times just to make sure you know what you're watching. That's going to be Off the Script, the yelling at the screen video, and that he's from New York. He wants to make it very clear to you that he's JD from New York. I have no idea what JD stands for, by the way. I don't know if it's for John Deere or John David. John Doe, maybe? Who the hell knows? He's never said that as far as I know. But whatever JD stands for, he wants to make it very clear to you that's his name. Because he puts that 3 times at the beginning of every one of those off the script reads, at least the first ones. Usually there's multiple parts to them. The first one always has that in it. Usually, anyway. A couple of them I've seen don't, just because they're special. They're different than other ones. But about 99% of those do. And I'm not even going to bother. I could put it on right now just so you could listen to it, but I'm not even going to bother because it's so dumb. You can just go do it yourself. I'm not even going to bother putting a link in the description because it's that terrible. Just go search his name, look for one of that in the series, look for episode. It'll be on there, and you'll see how dumb it is yourself. Yeah, he'll repeat his name, whatever it stands for, make it clear to you that it's JD from New York. 206. I have no idea what the hell 206 is for. I have no idea what that represents, if it's the address or anything. I have no goddamn idea. It's on there, JD 206, whatever JD stands for. Make sure you know it's from New York, and there you go. He'll repeat that 3 times per intro, which is getting annoying. After the first time, he should stop, but no, he repeats it 2 more times. I have no idea why, and that's one of the reasons. It's basically why I don't like the intros on his off-the-script videos. They're just plain dumb. If you're gonna repeat your name in the title of the video, or the series, I guess, 3 times while you're trying to sing it with a strange, and the only melody he really has is just a strange strumming noise in the background, from what I remember. And that's terrible. All you're gonna have is just a random strumming noise in the background for a melody. That's a terrible song. You should at least have something better than that. I bet I could list 20 intros that are better than that. But I'm not going to bother right now, of course, because I really don't have enough time to do that. But yeah, so that's why I really don't like him. There's probably more reasons than that. I'm not going to do a video at the moment on those reasons, but I might in the future, who knows.